Hello SQL enthusiasts, it's Mark Dunn back once more in my series on SQL Server 2012 for developers for WinElect Now. And today we're going to get into session 18 on the topic of using SQL Server with XML. I think you'll find this very interesting. Let's jump right in. First, let's talk a little bit about my background. My name is Mark Dunn. I'm a Microsoft Regional Director covering the Southeast USA. I'm also a Microsoft Most Valuable Professional in the area of Visual Basic.net, as well as being the president of Dunn Training Incorporated. We're an Atlanta-based training company, and we've been around for about 12 years now. In addition, I'm a Microsoft Certified Database Administrator, Solution Developer, and Certified Trainer. And I've taught literally thousands of developers about SQL Server over the past 15 years. Let's take a look at our agenda for this session. We're going to start out with just an introduction to XML and cover the basics. Yay, it's demo time. Let's go ahead and open up our project. If you haven't already, go ahead and open up the project if you want to follow along with me that's contained within the code folder. And before we jump into the XML data type, I just want to take a look at some examples of XML documents and schemas. I've included one in your miscellaneous folder. If you open up the XML file, notice that when we double-click on an XML file, SQL Server Management Studio opens it in an XML editor. And you can expand and collapse things like nodes if you wish. So I just created a very simple document here called Invoices. Invoices contains a group of invoices, as the name would indicate. Notice that Invoices plural is the root node. Now within that I have invoice with the start tag. Inside the invoice I've nested the invoice number, also the date, and the total for the invoice. Along with that goes the line items, and you can see that. So now that you know about XML, let's dig into our demo using the Chinook database. If you haven't already, make certain that you've set your database context to Chinook, and then we're going to take a look at the native XML data type. Before I jump into the comments I have up there, let's just take a quick look at this create table statement. Notice I'm going to create a table called DDL log. Remember that DDL stands for data definition language. And I'm going to use an example from one of our previous lessons because we talked about the ability to create DDL triggers back when we covered the session on triggers. And we're really going to do something with that now because DDL triggers bring back event data in the format of XML. So that'll let us work with it, having the database generate the XML for us. And my plan here, the daring plan, is to be able to have the trigger write the event data into this table. And notice the data.